Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into an extra special Halloween episode of Sketchy and Funny. This is not a tag on to season two. It's not a launch of season three. This is just Halloween's my season, gang. So I had to do something. I had to do a project, and it had to mean something. So it had to be huge. And before I get too much further into that, I need to introduce everybody to the co-host of this show and the voice of reason, the social media magnate himself, Mr. Michael Larkin.
It is great to be back here for this edition of Sketchy and Funny, a special Halloween episode. Dude, this is like your Christmas. So, I mean, what better way to come back than a Halloween episode?
It absolutely is. And Michael, I've been talking about this for a couple of years now that the drawing I'm working on this year has been like 3 years in the making. And so I literally had to do my versions of the Universal monsters, if you will. And of course, everybody by now is familiar with those. And I've been doing a little parade of those. And dude, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein is one of my absolute favorite movies. Like, I have to watch that every Halloween season. And this goes back from me being little. So, this drawing was the one that I thought of actually first. I'm like, I really want to do that drawing. But in order for it to have any impact, I had to do all the other drawings first to lead up to this. Michael, this is it. This is our Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. I've changed the names a little bit, as you damn well know, because you could be a special guest on this show too, Michael. This is your third appearance in my artwork, dude.
Well, I'm happy to be a part of it. So now I think with that being said, let's introduce our guest who's a part of this thing, man. Do you think?
Better do it. Well, I'm almost scared to do this introduction, but if I don't, I'm going to have two hands wrapped around my neck. So here we go, everybody. She puts the mayhem in the LFC. She's a damn good friend of mine. And boy, I'm finding out more and more. She's absolutely multi-talented. This incredible woman is also a part of this drawing because she was Dracula's daughter last year. Everybody, let's welcome Mia Mayhem Annabella. Hello, Mia.
What's up?
Hello, guys.
Hello,
Thank you
hello.
for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. We're happy to have you here. Not only that, to be a part of this great drawing. You made it a great Dracula last year, and now you're back this year, man.
It's always fun putting on a little costume and taking pictures for Tommy.
And she was all too excited to reprise her role in this, which I really wanted to keep the people the same. I didn't want to all of a sudden, okay, well, somebody else is the mummy or somebody else is this or that. So I had to pull in Hollywood and Tomiko and Mia and you to make this whole thing really work out. And before I start yapping away too much more, we're going to switch over to the art table. I'm going to pop the drawing up and we're going to get started. And I'm really early on this drawing. Like, I just kind of got started with the coloring. So we're going to be coloring Mia's face tonight.
Ooh.
So we're going
Start
to
with
pull
the
over
face.
here. God knows what's going to happen, folks. I mean, I'm a little bit rusty because let's face it, I haven't done a
Did you
sketchy
start with
in.
my face? He says I'm a little bit rusty and you start with my face. How
Oh,
about you
well, you
start with
see, you're putting the words collaboratively together like that, Rusty, and you
You,
start with the face, man.
you,
Hey, hey.
Listen, if you're rusty, you might as well start with something that's perfect, like my boob. So you can't fuck that up. Start with my boob. Okay? Start with that one. I'm starting to think these nails were like perfect, except you're too far away. I need
Ron,
to grab you by the neck. Urgh.
we're going to,
we're
Michael.
gonna head to the art table now.
All right, everybody. Here it is. Here's Larkin and Bell Meet the Monsters, which is going to be my version of Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. And of course, here's everybody lined up. And Mia brought this up off camera. I haven't started on Tomiko. The reason being, she's got green skin, and I don't have any green pencils out right now. I'm focused on, for those of you who are coloring at home with me, you will need a burnt ochre, you will need a beige, you will need a cream, and you will need a white. These 4 Prismacolor pencils are going to get the job done for you. So let's get started.
I love the thumbs up. He's like,
Thumbs up.
Well, I know Michael, that Mia is also coloring along, and at the end of this, she's going to show everybody what she did. So that's pretty cool because that's never happened before.
For sure. Don't hold your breath. I draw stick people. You don't want me coloring.
I thought this was a collab. What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I collab with my mouth.
Hey now.
The first thing I'm going to do, just to turn this into an art show, because very quickly it's not going to be an art show anymore. I'm going and I've already done the burnt ochre color gang. So all the shadows are in, but it looks weird because there's no midtones and there's no highlights yet. All the rest of that it has to happen. It has to be filled in with these other colors. So the first thing I'm going to do, everybody knows, little tiny circles. And if you're going to smoosh this color out and blend it so that it looks like skin, you got to use tiny little circles. And when you're blending it out, you just got to lighten up on the pressure. So back here where I really want it blended, I'm really smashing that color in. And then as I move out, it's just lighter and lighter. So, and that will allow me to blend the cream color the same way. And then what's left is just a few spots and I blend out with the whites. It's that easy, gang. All you got to do. So start coloring and send me your stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Like that's all you gotta do. Just follow what I say.
It's
If
that
it was
easy, Mia.
that easy, we'd all be artists.
But it's that easy. It's that simple. I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. You're watching it happen right now. So it's, hop on board. I know you did a happy painter along with Bob Ross. I know you tried that.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, this is kind of like the same thing. So don't miss out. Don't miss your opportunity.
But the difference is Bob Ross had a Jufro and you got no hair. So I mean you're kind of bald on that, friend. You know what I'm saying?
You know what,
But
Michael?
that's
I can
because
fix that. I can fix
we
that.
can
You've
use it.
seen. I can fix that.
Hey, that is true. This is
No, we can use his head as that board where we can put all the colors.
The palette.
the
There
palette.
you go.
That
Your
board.
head will be the palette board.
Palette.
God have mercy. No, you can't.
Yes, we can. It's big enough to put at least 5 colors on there.
I just have an extended forehead.
Yeah, all we got to do now is get the color blue, and we'll call you the lost member of the Blue Man Group. You know what I'm
I
saying?
hate everyone.
Uh,
Well, Mia, this is your third time in one of
yep.
my drawings. And you know what's fucked up? And I just realized this a couple minutes ago as I was chain smoking before the show. This is Michael's third appearance also.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. So
Look
third
at
time's the
him.
charm.
Arm. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Now, Mia, have you watched this movie yet?
No.
You need to watch,
Need to
Michael.
watch the movie. It's a
Michael, you
great
need,
movie.
you know what? Send her that thing. Send her that thing that you sent me.
I will send you the full movie for those who've not checked out Abbott and Costello Meet
The whole
Frankenstein.
movie, he says. Where are you getting the whole movie from?
Archive.org. I'm just putting that out there. If y'all want to go to archive.org and check out some good movies, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. It's from there. It's
If
good.
you're a loser like me, you have the Blu-ray.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, I have it on VHS. Old school.
Oh, look at you go.
What? What? So, it's a movie from 1948. It's a part of the Abbott and Costello series. Bela Lugosi's in it. Abbott and Costello, of course, and so many others. It
Yeah,
involves
my cat is named after him.
nice. Okay, all right now. But that's the thing too. It's a classic from 48 where it just showcases everything from the Invisible Man, from everybody that from Abbott and Costello, from Dracula, from everybody in the film. If nobody has ever seen it, or if you were new to the Abbott and Costello world, definitely go out of your way. It's one of the best in their many of classics that Abbott and Costello have done. Definitely one of their funniest.
I
I'm
gotta say,
pretty sure
Michael,
I've seen it as a kid, maybe, but like I stuck with names. So once it starts, I'll be like, oh yeah, I saw this with my grandfather.
you need to give it a real world watching today, though, and I was thinking about this. I was like, you know what, Michael? Like, the humor doesn't it doesn't translate the way today's humor is, but at the same time, for some reason, the jokes still come through. It's super cheesy, folks, because let's face it, it was made in the late 40s. There's only a certain brand of humor back then that was going around, but the jokes still translate. And once you adopt into the idea that, okay, this is 100% cheese. Uh, oh man, I still can't get enough of this stupid freaking movie.
And when he comes
Let me
out,
see. I'm gonna see if I can get the lights on. Give me a second.
oh, you're all good. Well, that's the thing too, Tommy. It's the fact that when you think of him coming, Dracula coming out of the friggin' crate, chick, oh chick,
Oh, yeah. What?
what? Oh, you mean to tell me that that vampire came out of that? Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Look, you know there's no such a person as Dracula. I know
I know
there's no
there's no
such a
such
person
person
as
as
Dracula.
Dracula. Well, it's stuff like that too, and also the fact that the friggin' the Wolfman at the beginning is like, Mr. Talbot, Mr. Talbot. Then he starts grunting, he turns into the Wolfman. He's like, oh, that's not very nice. Oh God, but that stuff like that, it translates from everything that we've seen, not from the comedic aspect. I mean, if you look at the 80s, we had The Lost Boys, which was a horror comedy movie with Jason Patrick and the Coreys.
Love that movie.
I know Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. Give me a little Jason Patrick. Give me Kiefer Sutherland as friggin' David. I mean, like, come on, man, all-star cast. But think of like what this was in the '40s, cheesy. But then when we got to the '80s, we had a modernized version, and also it was based in California. So I mean, you got to see a lot of cool stuff on the west side of things. So I mean, think of that.
Exact.
It's exactly what it is. It's basically it's a horror comedy, but cheesier from back in the '40s.
Right. And the older that movie gets, the more people will look at that as some classic, you know, like, oh, that's so cheesy. But once you get past that, and I'm like, that thing was damn cool. When I'm showing my age here, but I don't care because, like, that was the shit. I think I was 17 when that came out. Fuck. That movie was great. But, yeah. So, like, gang, the humor is late 1940s humor. But honestly, get past the camp and enjoy an hour and 20 minutes of one of the best horror sci-fi classics that's ever been done. And I know this because I do stupid things like watch all the documentaries I can find about it and whatever. But yeah, they originally didn't want to do that movie. They read the script and Costello was very upset about it. He didn't want to do it. He thought it was stupid. He's like, we're not actually doing this, are we?
Good thing
He's like, you're not convincing me to do this.
you're not convincing me to do this, chick.
His quote to the producer, he stormed into the producer's office at Universal and said, my 8-year-old daughter can write something better than this.
Wow.
But it's a testament to his professionalism that, you know, they said, look, we're going to do this and you're going to do this. And he said, you know what? Okay. And I'll give it a look at his performance in there. Like, you can't tell he didn't want to do the movie.
Right, but that's the thing too. I think you look at from any also from horror movies. I mean, later on, of course, we'd have the Halloween series, and like much with Mia Annabella is with the Dracula series. You look at the Dracula series when you had Frank Langella, you had Bram Stoker's Dracula. Hell, there was even Dracula 2000. There was so many different adaptations. I mean, if you look at it from the Love at First Bite angle from the '70s, which is another classic for everybody who's never seen.
Good God.
Love at First,
There's a name I have. That's a title I haven't heard in a while.
right? But
And
like it's like that, man.
I'm a fan of all kinds of Dracula films. There's some that I absolutely love, and then there's some that I don't know. They don't all strike me as awesome. Let's put it that way.
Come on, Tommy. You mean you're not a fan of Eddie Murphy as a vampire and Vampire in Brooklyn with Angela Bassett? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Not the vampire. That was
Mia, what's your favorite Dracula movie? Tell me it's Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman.
Oh no, you start saying vampires, and I'm sorry, I don't even think of Dracula. I think of Salma Hayek, and I go to Dusk Till Dawn, which is horrible,
Oh, okay.
but that is where I'm lost.
That's awesome, though.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm with you. I get it.
But
Totally
yes,
get that.
my cat ended up Bella. So I own a vampire, and I have Bella, and then I have Luna. So I have the vampire and the moon.
That's awesome. And that's why you make the perfect Dracula's daughter. And when I was, back when I was trying to figure all this out, like who was going to be what character, a couple of them were real easy. And when I got to Dracula, I was like, I don't want to do Dracula. I want to do Dracula's daughter, this old forgotten movie. And people are like, who the hell? What is that a real thing? Da da da. And I thought, bring her back to life. And I said this in last year's show. I only had one choice for who I wanted to illustrate as this character. And man, was I right. Like, absolute. And of course, these, as I've discussed before, are basically like movie posters. And if I was doing a movie, which means somewhere in my head, I've thought up a movie that honors the movie that it's representing, but also honors the people that I've cast in it, if you will, as a movie director, so to speak. And the LFC community and other communities like that are my focus. So it's like, boy, would this make an amazing movie. And once you've soaked in the original Mia, you'll be like, oh my God, okay. But then you have to imagine making this movie. Like, what would it look like to sit down and watch this? Because I already mapped it out in my head. Like,
He's like, I've already played out the whole thing.
Well, I think when you have the cast that we have of Mia Annabella, Hollywood, and Tomiko all done their thing, much like you, Mia, with wrestling and everything in general, and sessions and just everything that goes into their content, you have three exuberant, vibrant women, and of course us too, Tommy. It's a great ensemble cast, but also at the same time too, the Dracula, the Mummy, everything that goes into it from every different variation that truly makes up Halloween. I think a lot of people get to see a lot of the mix as much like Abbott and Costello Me Frankenstein was with the various characters. But I think even over time, like I even grew up on the 90s DComs, like for instance, Disney Channel original movies like the Halloween Towns, the Mom's Got a Date with the Vampires, the Under Wraps, if you will. It's stuff like that, even from a kid's side of things. It adds a lot of elements to it that we really get to see with Halloween. It really shows the fun, the imagination, and the skills that kills. Replace the S put in the Z. Haven't said that in a while, but here we go. One of the things where it's just you have every adaptation and it's something for everybody to evoke the emotion into it.
I hope so. And you know what's really cool, guys, is I actually just today uh, heard some really nice things on social media from some followers saying how cool this was to see uh, this idea and with these people. And I thought, wow, that's really, really cool. Like maybe I'm hitting that audience that I'm trying to reach in a way. By the way, just to continue to make it an art show, I'm switched over to the cream, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm doing with the flesh tones is, let's see. Can you see it? That right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm doing because now I got to go in with the cream color.
Looks nice.
And I'm going to do that same thing, Mia. So now you're switched over to the cream colored pencil and you start in the darkest
I'm
area.
coloring with you.
What's that?
I'm coloring with you.
I knew it. I knew this, Michael. See, I've been pushing this for so long and here comes Mia. She's right on the ball.
Well, she's very complex with it. She'll color with you, then she'll hog tie you if that doesn't work. Just saying, man. It's a complexity. It's a nice little It's a nice little back and forth, nice little contrast. There was like that one, oh God, I think it was Jay Moore who said it in his stand-up comedy special. He was talking about my son had a sleepover, and we had this new kid who was his friend from New York. So he comes to the sleepover, and apparently what this dude decided to do, and it's funny, but it's also gross at the same time. He talks about in his stand-up about how he got woken up by one of the kids because one of the kids peed on the other kid while he was sleeping, and I'm like, boys will be boys. Sometimes you get to pee on somebody at the age of like 10. Jesus, it's like boys will be boys. Painting fingernails, just urinating on people, man. Sleepovers are hardcore, Mr. Tommy Bell.
There's
No,
no
you do
joke.
not urinate on people. Like, what if it gets on the carpet? No,
That's
I
the
will.
thing too.
Listen, I will beat you. Oh my goodness. I will.
You
And
gotta
if
go.
I
You gotta
wake up,
go.
if I wake up and I'm the one getting peed on, oh boy, God help that human.
Yep, right? Exactly. Like it's not something you just like.
Even though I will admit, having a brother, I have been peed on before.
Right. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
okay, fair enough.
And then even worse, being a mother of two boys, I've been peed on.
right.
Trust me,
Right,
I've been peed on.
right.
Like, I've been peed on.
Yes. But when you're not expecting it in the middle of your sleep from a grown adult,
No, I
suppose
think that I think whoever was telling that story was telling a story about when they were kids. I don't think adults are peeing on each other.
No,
they're not.
exactly. No. Well, first of all, yes, it was kids at a sleepover. I don't think
Oh,
some adults
damn.
just
Kids at a sleepover. I was like, okay, this is not adults. Like an adult that is like, you gotta be. What is this? Like that movie, The Hangover. It's got to be like
hangover.
one of those circumstances. Like how else would an adult pee on it? Like no, no.
It's like
I
Zach Galifianakis. Just take the shrooms. Just take the shrooms. Shit, we drop some acid. Take the LSD.
Right.
I mean, I can see a guy, a grown man, being drunk and like peeing in a closet instead of peeing in a toilet. But like, but there's got to be a whole lot of steps to this. Like, no,
I had a
yeah,
buddy who used to sleepwalk when he was a little, I mean, when he was, we're talking 13, 14, but he was still
yeah,
sleepwalking. One time he peed in his refrigerator.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, so that I can see happening.
Totally did.
But
it's like that.
yeah,
It's like that scene in Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, the Nickelodeon movie, where the kids all get the adults, the grown-ups get abducted by aliens, and it's only the kids in the town, and they're gonna do everything since the adults are not there. And here's Sheen Estevez going, "I'm peeing in the shower. I'm still going. I'm still doing it." Because when the adults aren't around, you just got to pee in the shower because that's something that every kid wants to do. It's just
I pee in the shower. Like, it's the easiest way. You don't need paper to wipe. It just goes down. Bye
hey,
bye. And
hey,
then you use soap. Like, not the other. Like pee is okay, not the other stuff.
right.
But pee is fine. Like sometimes you just gotta pee. What are you gonna get out of the shower to pee and get back in the shower? That
Mhm.
makes no sense.
No,
Hey,
hell no. That's too cold.
too cold.
Yeah, that makes no sense. So I pee in the shower.
It's like friggin' dodgeball, man. When you dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Do I like to drink my own pee? No, but it's sterile, and I like the taste. Friggin' Rip Thorne as friggin' Patches O'Houlihan talking about drinking his own pee. My goodness gracious.
I've never tried it. I might have to pass on that one.
Apparently, from what Patches O'Houlihan tells you, it's sterile, and he likes the taste. Oh, good
Yeah,
old
yeah. So, okay. So,
yes.
as science goes, if you're in the middle of the desert, the first couple of peas that you have are perfectly fine. The problem is once it's been too many times, or too deep in there, you can get away with drinking like the first and the second piss. Already, the third, fourth, you're at recycling your pee and it's not that delicious anymore. But yes, it's sterile
It's not
when it
that
first
delicious.
comes out. It's sterile when it first comes out, but the minute that it goes into oxygen and there's stuff introduced to it, it's no longer sterile. So
You got to bag it right away, Michael.
I would just
yeah, and does when you drink it, I guess it's gonna be warm because it just came out. So it's like a
right.
tea. I don't know. Hard pass for me. I don't know.
I'm
There's some
It's just
healthy
like a
people
tea.
that say it's good for you, but I can't. I
It's good
don't.
for you.
Yeah, like it helps you. Like I don't know. I don't know,
it's
but it doesn't seem sound appeasing or appealing or any
appealing.
kind of
Add a
any
little.
kind of anything
Peeing.
appeasing, appealing, appeasing, upon nothing. Or
It
or you're gonna hard pass on that.
It reminds me of in WWE when they had the character the Boogeyman, and the Boogeyman, one part of his gimmick was that he would eat worms, and he would eat it. Marty Wright, the guy behind the Boogeyman, would legitimately do it because he liked eating the worms because it was protein, and he legit did it. He legit would eat the worms. He ate the worms. It was
You
Did
got to
he
do
gross.
what
chew
you got
them?
to do
But
for the
wait,
crowd.
was he chewing them or was he just swallowing them?
I think he was just chewing them, if I remember correctly. That was 20
So
years
chewing them is worse. I would say if
Yeah.
I have to swallow a worm, I'm gonna just swallow it whole, like just loop.
right. And that's what I'm saying. I think it
Because
was a
chewing
mixture of both,
it, ugh,
right?
in your teeth, ugh.
Yeah. Like biting into it. You're getting it.
Yeah, I would fail if I had to go on any of those shows where
Your
you have
fact.
to eat something.
Yeah.
I'm failing. I'll eat anything that comes from like a cow and a pig. I mean, I'm Argentinian. We eat like we eat pig intestines. Like we eat all that. The what we call mochejas, which is like I think in English is like sweet bread or something like that, which are the glands from the throat of the cow. So I'll eat almost anything as long as it's cooked, but like bugs and stuff like that,
It's like those episodes of friggin' Fear Factor where they had to eat
Yeah.
like rooster testicles and like drink like this big old shake where it's just
Okay, but if that's boiled, like as long as they're boiled testicles, like it is what it is. It takes like I don't
No,
know. My thing is bugs. My thing is bugs. Like I said, animal parts. It's an animal part. It might not taste good, might be a little chewy, but whatever. It's an animal part. But bugs and worms and crickets and cockroaches. Oh my God. Terrified of cockroaches.
I think they did that where the guy was like in the friggin' tank and he's like in the tank and see how long can you last with the cockroaches and no, thank you.
Numbers, because I'm not going in there.
Nope,
depends
exactly.
how much money.
I
50,000.
don't care.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
in.
I'd cry. I'd cry. I'd pee myself. Who knows? I don't even know. I think I'd throw up. I don't know. You want to get me? Come at me with cockroaches.
I'm a.
Like,
Now you just gave yourself some ammo. Tommy's gonna find the biggest cockroach in the
yeah, let listen. If he does, the minute he is away from that cockroach, he's gonna
Kryptonite.
regret it for the rest of his life. He'll
Kryptonite. Kryptonite.
I'll run away. He'll eventually put the cockroach down.
No, friend
Oh,
for
I
life.
bet you. Okay, you don't have to become your emotional support pet.
That's exactly what I was going to do. See, you read my mind. See how brilliant
Yeah.
you are? I already had that in my head. Like, this is my emotional support cockroach. This is
Oh my
great.
God, you're gonna have to add him to the picture, okay? You're gonna have to add a little flying cockroach on
I'll put
a
him right up your sleeve here,
leash.
right there.
Yeah, right by me, between me and Tomiko. Ah,
You know, I knew this being a Halloween special that it was going to be a creepy show. I just didn't realize what direction creepy was going to
Yeah,
go.
we went like the really creepy direction of just many different jobs. Well, here's the thing with Fear Factor though. Like to add on to her point, like with how much money would be, like Joe Rogan when he used to host that bad boy, everybody would get $50,000. It was a $50,000 prize. So
Yep, I'll do that. I'm jumping in.
you
Where's
would
them
jump in with the
cockroaches?
cockroaches
I
for
don't think that's enough money. That's the
Oh, it
thing.
is. Yes, it
Definitely
is.
not for cockroaches.
Oh,
Not
yes,
me
it
and
is.
cockroaches. Uh-uh.
What's the worst going to happen? They crawl up your nose or something? Like, I mean,
Oh my God, I would die. I
Ew,
would
bro.
listen. Okay, I'll tell you this much. Look, all the facts that I know about cockroaches make them even worse. Like they can live up to 100 years without any food or water. They can live without its head for like, I don't know, 100 days or a week. I don't know, something crazy. Okay, like, what animal can live without its head? You're not eating. How are you still fucking alive? Okay.
you ever hear ignorance is bliss? And
Ugh.
like,
But
if
you
you
know that
don't
they
know those things, Tommy's crawling in with the cockroaches.
listen, they think that we're so disgusting that the minute a cockroach touches a human, it immediately starts to like wash itself.
Oh,
It
get
thinks
out of
that
here.
I swear, go look it up. Fun
I'm not
fact
going
about
to look
roaches.
it up.
Go
Michael, you
look
look
it
it
up.
up.
I will look it up after this. I'm actually curious because, like, she's literally, and I gotta say, this is why I love you, Miss Mia Annabella. You're literally breaking down the science of like cockroaches and just everything that goes into this. You broke it down in a scientific way that a lot of people would probably even look at it just like, what? But I like the fact that you broke it down for us because it's true with the sterile of the pee and how it comes out and the cockroaches, man. This is like science 101, but to the
She's a
extreme.
freaking scientist with this stuff.
I'm actually a blood sucker in your drawing.
Yeah, yeah, you are. And now you're a scientist as well.
A blood sucker.
Fucking scientist. There you go. All right now. Oh. See, it shows the brains and it shows just the fact of the kill, man, just sucking the blood. It's Lost Boys style, man, like we mentioned earlier with the 80s movies. It's friggin'
I
Lost.
love that freaking
That
movie.
movie was good.
That was a classic.
I've never seen any of the sequels. I don't
Oh,
know
dude,
how bad they
dude,
are, but I
don't,
can only
don't,
imagine.
don't.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen, I think I've only seen the main one.
Yeah.
Dude, they're terrible. I've seen both of them just because I was curious because they had in a 3 disc set, I think at like FYE one time, and I bought them. Oh,
Mhm.
dude, the second one was terrible because, all right, I'm gonna spoil it, and I know it's an old.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so Corey Haim as only appears at the end of it, and apparently he became a vampire, and I'm like, when the fuck did this happen? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because remember in the first one, they get rid of all the vampires, they kill the head vampire, and now
Right.
apparently Corey Haim's a vampire. I'm like, what the fuck? And they don't even mention it throughout the fucking movie. You just find out at the end, and this is right before he would pass. And then the third one is Corey Feldman's trying to help out his brother Edgar Frog, and I'm like, okay. And we didn't even see him in the second one, so it's just all disjointed, and it's like, what the
It
fuck?
just didn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all. Not
Oh,
at all.
but it does, because here was our suspicion from the very beginning. And I'm telling you, I was 17 when this stupid movie came out.
Okay.
The grandpa with the Oreos and the no TV, because he's got a TV guide. He's a vampire. He's always wearing sunglasses during the day.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? So he bit what's his name. That's how it happened.
No, stop
I'm
it.
calling it.
Don't be making conspiracy theories about
I
that.
love how Tommy just made his own. He's like, oh, he just played it out. He's like, I figured it out.
I figured it out. It's the
I
grandpa.
did.
It's
I
the
just
grandpa
did,
with the
literally.
glasses.
Yes, well, the grandpa
But
is
why did you wait that long to bite him?
right.
Tommy the Swami knows all. That's how I know these things.
Stop it. Well, the grandpa's the one who notices friggin' like there's no reflection when he invites him to Max to go into dinner. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly, Michael. You know what I'm talking about.
I know that, but he didn't realize that was like towards the end of the movie. He didn't know he was a
He
vampire.
can't reveal these things, Michael.
But the
That's
problem
why
is you didn't even know he knew about the vampires until the end. Like it was a shocker. We didn't know about the vampires
you're
because
trying to rain on my parade here.
stop it.
I had all this figured out in like 1991. So
you figured
where
it
were
out
you?
4 years after the movie came out. That's what you're
I
saying.
was in first grade in 1991.
God have mercy, Michael.
Well, I was born a year after that, so I was in my mommy's belly.
Oh, actually, he was hopping from nut to nut because he was still a sperm.
You know what's freaking scary is like when they say, "Here's a list of songs that are turning 30 years old now," and you're like,
Fuck.
"Fuck me!" You guys watch those, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
"Is it frightening?" I
It
mean,
is.
you guys, Michael doesn't know any of those songs.
Well, you got to understand for the millennial side of things too. Like, I mean, like for instance, like 22 years ago, like Sean Paul was awesome with "Give Me the Light" and "Get Busy." Like those songs just turned like 20 plus years old. Eminem's "The Slim Shady" LP just turned 26 years old. So I mean, had
That's crazy.
it is. I know. It's like everybody from different genres of what we grew up with in the 90s. Like friggin' Ricky Martin, I was seeing him. He was performing Livin' La Vida Loca on fucking the VMAs or whatever it was, the Grammys. And I'm like, that song was literally 26 fucking years ago. And Ricky
Yeah.
Martin, it's like, it's fucking nuts. Like the Latin pop boom of him, Enrique, and Mark Anthony. Let's go. Mm.
Right. And for me, it's like, oh, I was an adult then. I remember where I was working then, whatever. I'm like, man, how old am I anyway?
I was a kid in high school, graduating high school.
Yep. It's crazy, man. But time does fly. I mean, we had moments and memories created, then we get moments and memories yet to be created. So, I mean, it's another day, it's another blessing, but we're all still here. So that's a plus. We all have our
You
health.
guys need to check this out. I don't know if I can do this without creating too much of a shadow, but
Get it.
look at that up closer. See, it's always a focus on the faces first, gang. That's the first thing I do because let's be honest. I mean, from an artist perspective, if you get all these people together and you're doing a drawing and the faces are wrong and it doesn't look like them, it's completely wasted. Like nothing else will matter that you do to this drawing. It doesn't matter how cool a sky you put in there. If the faces of the people don't look like them, you're screwed. So I always do those first to try to get them nailed down as close as I possibly can.
Nice, man. It is very much great at paying attention to detail. And it's funny as we were talking about, Mia was mentioning, why don't you do my breast first? And no, it's funny because like on the one where it has like the little
She's
silver
trying to make me nervous.
No, first of all, it reminds me of like the Little Kim thing from like the '99 VMAs when Diana Ross comes out and like pats her breast, like the little pig, the little friggin' pasty friggin' like on her friggin' breast, like
The purple one.
yes, exactly.
It was like a mermaid thing.
Yep, exactly. That's what it reminded me of. As soon as you put it up, I'm like, that is like literally the Little Kim friggin' attire, man. Just minus the purple and the mermaid. Yep, exactly, exactly.
Just, I put on a red one. I was like, here you go.
Absolutely. Like and this is how invested, Michael.
Yes.
I wanted to get into this real quick too, because it's so awesome when somebody gets this invested in a project and a drawing, right? So check this out. Even in what I call the pre-production stages where I'm trying to map things out or whatever, again, I was really wrestling around with this whole thing. And it was Mia who was actually like, take it and flip it. horizontal. Take the whole page and flip it and give us room to move. And I've done over 100 drawings this way. And it was actually Mia's fault and her inspiration that I took and flipped it this way. And it totally worked. Like it
For
completely
sure.
worked
It
versus
worked
what I
because
was.
he gave you space to put you guys on the bottom and us still be apart enough that I love it like this a lot better.
Yeah, you were 1,000% right. But not only that, Michael, but get this. And this is something that people need to know. She was asking me, when we were first talking about it, she's like, do you want me to use the same costume that I used for the last ones? Or, and I'm like, you're creating this character as much as I am. So you do your thing. And she came out with this great new look. It's the same character. And when people compare the drawings and stuff, there'll be no question. Like it's absolutely the same character, but yet with a fresh new look. And that actually, I was like, okay, I need to do something a little different with the other two. Only problem was I really couldn't think of anything. So they're stuck in their same. I mean, with the mummy, what the hell am I going to do? There's not an awful lot of variation there with her character. And with Tomiko, the one thing I will change is the green skin tone. It's still going to be green, but I've never. She's been in two different drawings as the bride, and I've never been super happy with how dark she turns out. So I want to try to keep it a little bit lighter. So we'll see how that works later on down the progression of this drawing. But for now, look at that. That's looking damn good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you, Dumb and Dumber. Okay, I will say this of the two, and with the I like it a lot. Dumb and Dumber was way better. Well, they did three. There was Dumb and Dumber, then they did
Those
Dumb.
were horrible.
Okay, the newer one was the original was the best out of three, like we mentioned, the Lost Boys. But when you did Dumb and Dumber, when Harry met Lloyd, and the only funny part of the movie is Bob Saget going, "Oh my God, my house is full of shit. There's shit everywhere. Damn it!" That's
That
literally
was
the
so
only.
bad.
I know, but that's the only funny part of the movie. That's literally the only funny part of the movie. Everything else
Yeah,
is terrible. Just Bob Saget yelling, "My house is full of shit" was the only good part of that movie. And I mean, it's funny, like you have like everybody with like their arms out, like the monsters that they are with the title of this, Tommy. I had to tell you, mind me looking at Tomiko with like that. All we need is the marionettes, and we're like the NSYNC no strings attached. Ain't no lie, bye 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 up in here. Literally what it is. It's what it is.
that's awesome. I mean, this was, and Michael, maybe if you have a copy of this, you can show everybody the movie poster from the original movie. That this is kind of everything's a nod back to that movie. So from the poses that I had everybody do to our stuff that were like the look of everything is really my version of that awesome movie poster. So you
Yeah,
will be
you
able to.
just find a way to edit and put it in here on like a corner so they can see where the inspiration's coming from.
Yeah, we
The
got you.
one that you sent me the other day. He sent me one the other day. It was awesome.
Absolutely. You'll see that in this portion of the show. Thank you, Mia Annabella. I like your style, ma'am. Exactly. So everybody can check it out. But that's the greater part of the poster, the subtleties, the intricacies, and nuances of everything that's encompassed within this drawing. It really says everything for the poster. I mean, for instance, when you look at like a poster like a Rocky 3 and you see him with the championship and you know that's the start of the reign, that's the start of the hardships and the triumphs of Rocky 3. You look at everything, man. A poster makes up everything of what we're going to see within said film or just when everything. It makes a difference with everything, man.
Absolutely. I mean, and this, again, this was a drawing that I dreamed up 3 years ago or so. And then it was like, I can't just, it would have been easy enough for me to just do this drawing and get it out of my system. But I really felt like it would have more impact and people would like it more if I did same thing Universal Studios did, do a build. You movie after movie, drawing after drawing, has led up to this point, which is really freaking cool. Because now I'm at that point. So Michael, like now I get to do it. How awesome!
Oh, absolutely, man. I
I
think
mean, I was. You have to be every bit invested in all the other projects, or they're not going to work. And if they don't work, no one's going to care about this one. You know what I mean? Again, it's kind of that's the way I look at it and think about it. So I'm like, okay, I have to do, and I poured myself into each one of those drawings. And that's why I love them. That's why I can still look at them and go, oh yeah, those fucking killer. Those are killer. But so now, like this one is the one, I think it was Mia at one point who asked, like, who's this drawing for? Or somebody did. Somebody asked me, maybe it was somebody at work. I was like, well, who are you doing this drawing for? I'm like, well, this one's for me. So it's not everybody else is involved in it, but this is because I really wanted to do this drawing. Now I get to do it.
Well, we are happy to be a part of it, man. And I will say this, it's funny because we were talking about Dracula's daughter earlier, and it reminds me of, and I have to send you this picture, Mia. There was a scene in the Disney Channel original movie Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. So Calabar is the one who puts the grace spell on everyone in friggin' Halloween Town and back on Earth because everything is dull, it's plain, there's no color, right? So it's very just kind of blasé. And there's a girl that goes to the Halloween costume dance and is dressed like a friggin' vampire, and he casts the spell on everybody, and the girl has like the fangs right in. It reminds me of the drawing. And I got to tell you, Mia, I'll send you the image. You remind me of the chick at the costume party with the friggin' fangs in and everything, man. So I got to say, you want to talk about bloodsuckers? You're giving that chick a run for your money with what she got with the costume, man. I got to put that into the forefront, Miss Mia Annabella.
Thank you, sir.
I got
Send
you. I got you. I'll send it to you after the show. But it's stuff like that when you think of just everything that goes into the attire and everything. I mean, hell, back in the day, we had Kate Beckinsale doing her thing in the Underworld back in the day, if you remember the Underworld films.
I love that first movie.
Oh, the first one was great. Then they, again, it's the second and the third one, and then they kind of like overkill it a little bit. But the original one of the Underworld was great. Look at like the Final Destination. What are they up to, like fucking seven of them already? It's like,
At least they didn't do that with Friday the 13th, guys.
yeah, not.
And I know everyone hated Blade, but I kind of liked it.
No, I mean, the first Blade was good. Blade 2 was all right. Then they did Blade Trinity. Yeah.
Yes.
Eh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's one of those. It's just like it's like how many we gonna do? I mean, look at Halloween. When you got the Halloween Resurrection and you got Busta Rhymes in it, and Busta Rhymes and the way he dies is just
Oh,
ridiculous. Yeah, I see. I heard that.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
I heard that. Oh yeah. Just all you have to do, folks, is type in Halloween Resurrection Busta Rhymes. I'll leave it at that. Oh God, it's
Did
ridiculous.
you see it, Michael? Like,
Yes.
okay, so you're suffering my pain.
Oh yeah, not in the movie theaters, but I remember seeing it when it came out, like on TV. Like
Yeah,
I,
no, I didn't go to the theater to see it, but whenever it was
yeah,
that it came out,
uh-huh.
I was like, you know what? I really love the first two Halloween movies, and because of my love of those, I'm always hoping that somebody, quote unquote, gets it right, And I don't know why I even gave that one a chance to begin with, but I did, just like I gave all the other sequels a chance. And when that part happened, Mia, I don't know if this has drawn any bells to you or not, but if it's not, I'm sure there's a clip of it on YouTube somewhere. You really need to watch how bad. Talk about talk about scary, folks.
It was bad. Like that whole fucking thing. And well, then he did the Rob Zombie ones, which were it was alright. You know what I'm saying? The Rob Zombie versions of Halloween and Halloween 2. I mean, you got Danielle Harris back, which was cool, but those were kind of I mean, like really, like they do
They
so
lost the magic of it. They added the gore, but they lost the magic. And it's Rob Zombie, so it's going to be about gore. And what if it was more real and less 1970s stylized? People are getting killed after all. It's not going to be pretty. And if you're Rob Zombie, you're going to accentuate that. And I get that. And so they weren't terrible. However, it didn't. Whatever happened in that first movie, especially, I don't know that you can recapture that. I think at some point sequels become kind of a meh.
it's like the Nightmare on Elm Street from 2010, which was just the shits. Another one who everybody's ever seen that one knows what I'm talking about. Like you cannot do what you encapsulated in A Nightmare on Elm Street from the 80s. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they try, but it reminds me of, and since we were talking about pee before, which again, probably the first time ever in the history of Sketchy and Funny, we've talked about pee and science of it and on this fine program. But I think Mia, you'll enjoy this. I don't know if you've seen this horror movie. Same with you, Tommy, but they did a lot of remakes of it. There was a movie in the 70s called I Spit on Your Grave, and it's just like they did those in the 70s and then they did newer ones in like the 2000s. It's about a girl that gets abducted, and I could say in each and every one of them, I feel like I'm watching Lorena Bobbitt live and in living color. And yes, I went to the Lorena Bobbitt realm. There's a lot of there's a lot of penises getting chopped off in that, man. I'm like, Jesus, I gotta like hold it together here. You know what I'm saying? Like my piece is being cut off, so to speak, to put it in the bluntest of terms, man. Like what the hell? There's a lot of genitalia flying out of the wazoo, man, to put it in the bluntest of terms, Tommy Bell. Have you ever
Well, I'm going to put it to you this way, Michael Larkin.
what?
I have not seen the original movie or any of the remakes, but now that I've heard that review and have those details, I
He's
think
like,
I'm
now I'm
I.
not gonna watch it. I don't want no penis thrown at me.
I don't want to watch that.
It was a popular movie in the 70s. I had a buddy that showed me, he's like, have you ever seen this? I'm like, no. And then I'm watching it. I watched both versions. I'm like, okay. And then they did the newer versions, and I'm like, why does everybody's penis have to be chopped off in these movies? It's just like the go-to where it's like the girl gets kidnapped, I must chop off your wiener. It's like friggin' Accepted with Jonah Hill. Ask me about my wiener, but it's in more of a horror film type of vibe, man.
Okay, boys, being in Florida, the mosquitoes are coming out, and
Okay?
I need to go back inside. Okay, there is one that has been trying to eat me. I want to murder it, and it can't. Okay, and it has gotten me, my arm and my leg, so I gotta run.
All
All
right.
right. Well, guess what? We have reached a stopping point here, too, for this segment of Sketchy and Funny, the special Halloween episode. So, Mia, thank you for getting eaten alive like the vampire that you are.
Yes,
Um,
it's the
thank you for
other way
being a
around.
part of
I'm supposed to
this.
be the bloodsucker.
Okay.
Thank you for being a part of this. And everybody stay tuned for so much more with this drawing. And thank you for watching the Halloween episode of Sketchy and Funny.
Later.
Thank you for having me.
You're
You're
welcome.
welcome. Bye, everybody.